Hi everyone, Murdoch here. Hope you're well. Now in this video I want to talk about the lateral movement that's in the golf swing. Now lateral movement is something that I believe is more subconscious that happens rather than something you do deliberately. Let me explain. So as you set up, and it depends on the club you're using as well. So with a driver, you'll notice with the ball position that's forward in your stance, it sets most of your body up behind it, behind the ball. Now you can see, as I simulate me holding the club, can you see how my right hand will be lower on the club than the left? I need to change my body angle. See how my hips bump down the target line here to set my spine on an angle that's away from the target. You can see here, to allow for the ball position that will be forward in my stance. So here I'm going to move a golf ball into where a driver would be, even though I've only got a 7-iron, and I'm going to stand in a position with a wider stance where the ball is forward in my stance just inside the heel. So you can see, looking at the camera, if this was a driver, can you see how the majority of my body is behind the ball, and the spine tilt that's been made from the bump forward of the hips setting that angle behind. You can see as I then make a turn, I'll naturally be behind the ball. I've moved behind the ball without feeling like I've made a lateral move. If you consciously make a move laterally, you have to physically move back. That takes away the rotation in the swing that we want. So just make sure in the setup that you've created the right angle. Okay, so here we are. I'm going back to a 7-iron now, where it's in the center of my stance. Now you can see I still like my little hip bump move, just to make sure you're aware of the load point being on the inside of that right foot. You can see then how I'm going to make a turn where I've got my ever so slight spine tilt away from the target, but I'm more over the ball. My head looking at the tree behind me, can you see it moves ever so slightly back? But that's more as a result of the turning body. It's just made that happen. The turning shoulders puts a little bit of a turn in my neck here, so I can kind of look at the left eye more than the right. Depends how flexible you are, but basically I'm not thinking of moving off the ball. I want it to be more stable, because in the downswing as I move forward, the club will strike down on the ball, getting the divot after, and so on. So basically, just check which club you're using, and in order for you to check this lateral move, this subconscious lateral move, I suggest you do my turning drill. And that's you setting up, bending forward in posture, touching the top of your knees, that little hip bump forward to allow for the right hand lower on the club. And can you see now, as you make a turn, thinking of your spine, keeping your eyes down on the ground, if there's a mirror place where that camera is, can you see how you've created your spine tilt angle, which gets the turn behind the ball? You've not thought of any lateral movement. A turn creates a turn. Anyway, I hope this helps. Please subscribe, leave a thumbs up, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care.